What is the biggest fear of people that live on an island like Andaman and Nicobar surrounded by the sea? People that live in forest areas like the Sundarban, what do they fear the most? What is the thing that scares people who live in cities? All of us feel helpless at some point, and when we feel helpless, we need someone to protect us. As a species, we hate uncertainty. This uncertainty can present itself in different ways. For example, darkness or night, fear of wild animals in forest, natural disasters like a flood or drought, basically everything that we can't control. Whenever nature presented us with a new challenge, we feared and bowed to her. And with every passing challenge, we imagined God in a new form. What did we get in exchange? We got hope, reassurance, and the confidence to fight back. In this video, I'll talk about some of those forces or entities that humans resort to in times of danger. Darkness is a symbol of the unknown and the uncertain. We learn about the world around us primarily through our sight, and that particular sensory organ, the eye, cannot work properly at night. People felt helpless and weak in such a situation and had no choice but to rely on the divine. In the Ratri Suktam of Rigveda, a deity very similar to goddess Kali is mentioned. She is Nisha or Ratri Devi. Nisha Devi is the ruler of the night. She protects from the darkness and all the dangers associated with it, including the immortals that live in the underworld realm. She is the mother of both good and evil. Perhaps it is from here that all these unknown and potentially dangerous entities begin to be seen as companions of goddess Kali. In the Devi Mahatyam by sage Markandeya, we can find another Ratri Suktam called Tantrokta Ratri Suktam. This Suktam praises goddess Durga, Kali or Chandika and compares her with Kal Ratri, Maharatri and Moharatri. The Sundarbans in the southern part of Bengal is famous for the Royal Bengal tiger. But the natives don't really enjoy this fame. Rather, they are scared of the tigers. Many of them depend solely on the forest for their livelihood. And under such circumstances, God is their only resort. Dakshin Rai is the main deity worshipped to keep the tigers away. He is a folk deity worshipped mainly in the southern or Dakshin part of Bengal. Raja Dakshin Rai appears as a warrior with a rifle in his hand, which is extremely rare for Hindu gods and goddesses. Common people worship him before entering the forest. In Karnataka, stone carvings of tigers are often found along rivers and water bodies. Locals believe that this is the tiger god Huli Devaru, who protects the forest. If someone hurts the forest or the animals or tries to destroy it, then he becomes angry and his wrath falls on the villages. Fear of snakes is a serious issue in a country like India, which has a tropical monsoon climate with hot summers and moderately cold winters. In various parts of Rajasthan and North India, Goga Maharaj or Goga Ji is worshipped to stay safe from snake bites. People believe that Goga Ji is a holy spirit who protects people from not only snakes but various evil forces. Forest gods are worshipped in areas covered with jungles. They are the guardians of the forest. The Aranyani Suktam of Rigveda talks about the goddess of the forest, named Aranyani. Perhaps this hymn influenced all the forest gods that people have imagined in later times. In the Sundarbans, Ban Bibi or Ban Chandi is worshipped to deal with various forest-related dangers. Her puja Vedi can be seen not only in villages but also in dense forests. Many people buy roosters and release them in the forest to please the goddess. In Goa and Konkan regions, the god of the forest is known as Van Devta. Van Durga is worshipped in many places in South India. In the Ara region of Bihar, there is a temple dedicated to Aranya Devi. People in Andaman and Nicobar Islands regularly deal with challenges like rain and stormy seas. They are closely linked to nature. That is why they worship deities of rain, storm, and other natural forces. The tribal people living in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands have their own distinctive culture for thousands of years. They prefer to live in harmony with nature. These islands are homes to numerous indigenous groups. For example, the Onge tribe, Jarwa tribe, Great Andamanese tribe, Sentinelese tribe, Nicobari tribe, Shompen tribe, and so on. Being very close to nature, nature worship is a common practice in their culture. They worship the sky, water, and earth. They believe in various spirits: the spirit of the forest, the spirit of the trees, the spirit of animals. They also depend on the spirit of their ancestors to guide them in times of danger. Forest-dwelling people go to forest deities hoping for protection and food. But what about the farmers or people like us that depend on agriculture for food? Our biggest fears are drought and flooding. From here, I got the story of another protective deity, goddess Samaleswari. She is the main deity and soul of Sambalpur, Odisha. According to legends, once Sambalpur faced a long drought and the fertile land became lifeless. Everyone prayed to Maa Samaleswari, and one of these devotees was Aparna. Her devotion was unparalleled. Satisfied by her prayers, the goddess asked her to go to Mahanadi the next morning. In the shallow waters of Mahanadi, Aparna found a strange stone that turned into a glittering fish at her touch. That fish filled all the dried ponds and rivers with water. The barren, lifeless land once again became lively. Just like Samaleswari, many villages in South India have a male deity as the guardian of the village. He protects his village from various calamities and dangers like flood, war, famine, demonic forces, and so on. In Tamil Nadu, this deity is commonly called Ayyanar, and in Telugu-speaking regions, this protective deity is called Pothuraju. Food, clothing, and shelter. These three are the basic needs of people. Especially food and protection are the two main elements of survival. To ensure the supply of food, humans all over the globe started fertility worship in different ways. This video focused on the other aspect, protection or shelter. Now we know much more about our world. We understand that certain events will happen according to certain laws of nature. But even today, in dangerous remote areas, people still rely on divine for safety. Here I mentioned only a few gods, but there are numerous other folk deities who are important parts of Indian culture. Please let me know in the comments if you are familiar with any such protective figures in your region. Hopefully, I'll make another video on them. That's it for today. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll come back with a new story very soon. Till then, stay well.